Hey, how are you doing? I am tired. That has been the overarching theme of life so far. This is like timeline-wise. After my birthday, mid-January, I felt like my creative energy sort of dipped. And I don't know if it's a combination of the weather because it's still winter and the just like having like a bunch of things that I wanted to do, having to plan a bit of my year early in the year. I kind of felt like I was on the road to burnout, and I was actually very alarmed by it to a point where physically a lot of symptoms were actually showing. Like I got so dizzy, there were weeks where I couldn't work properly. So it's only like at this time that I feel a bit more stable and I'm able to get my work done consistently. I don't know if also this is like an old age thing or is this what 30s is about, but I am constantly tired. So I wanted to focus on resetting my creative practice because I realized that like every time I say I'm an artist, I actually don't make that much art as I hope I would, and I just feel a bit rusty now, and I wanted to take out my watercolors and draw and paint. So that's what we're gonna do today. A few weeks ago I went to Frankfurt to visit my friend, and also we went to Heidelberg, so I felt like it was a great time, like timing wise, because we went to a lot of nice places there. We also went to a pharmacy museum and a packaging design museum, as well as like the really nice architecture in Heidelberg. So kind of want to refer back to photos from that trip and use them as reference for drawing. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. Wish me luck, and I'm gonna tune in and listen to some videos and podcasts while I'm at it. Before we continue, I'd like to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry professionals in film, music, photography, art, and more. And it's a great way to invest in yourself and into new goals as we're in the start of the year, and also it's a great way to learn more about what you can do with your creative potential and also tap into your artistic pursuits. If you're not sure where to start, Skillshare designed learning paths to help you go from beginner to pro in no time. So these learning paths are designed so that it's meant to be taken in order and then they build on one another. And it's also a great way to focus on a specific thing. For example, for me, it's Procreate. So everything in the learning paths that I'm taking is Procreate basics. So for sure, I'm going to be learning on that specific skill. But if you also want to do something like journaling or essay writing, then there are a lot of learning paths that you can definitely explore. What's great is the first 500 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare. So make sure to check that out. And thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Hello, today is gonna be a working lunch. I kind of want to get this collage artwork situation going and finish it so I can share it online. But apart from that, I actually ran a lot of errands today, so I'm having a late lunch. So today's lunch is I meal prepped salmon teriyaki with mixed veggies, and I had an egg left, so I scrambled it and added it to the mix, and then white rice. Very Asian. But yeah, I was busy running errands, and actually I was so distracted because I got my Dji Pocket 3. Dji Pocket 3 today. I picked it up from the store, so I'm happy to be sharing more footage and try it out. I'm so excited because every time I get to try a new gadget and really like experiment in my creativity, I do feel like it is sort of related to finding a way to reset a bit with my creative brain. I also managed to get some film photos developed, and they came out today as well. And it was really nice because every time I feel like I'm out of ideas, I actually have to remind myself that I have it with me all along. I just have to really dig deeper and take some time out to really observe. I have this habit where whenever I get ideas or whenever I try to feel inspired, I also look through my old work, because after more than 8 years of having a creative career and pursuing a creative career, it's always important. I actually have to constantly remind myself that I am creative, and it's impossible that I just, you know, it just disappears on a whim. I always just want to keep nurturing and honing that creative energy, and always like finding different ways to enhance my skills and also learn more about myself and discover more about what else I can do, not having to like completely switch off or switch on to like 100%. It's like these small steps and these small things that really allow me to build on whatever I'm currently working on and then see how that goes in the future. I feel like the problem that I always put on myself and the pressure I put on myself is just like, oh, I have to make one big project. And that's always something that I've been used to in the past years. Every year I had a book out, and it was always like, I worked so hard for this book. This is the one thing for this year. And now that I'm older, I realized that the only way to sustain my career is actually to do smaller things and really enjoy the process of these small little wins, I would say. And I guess that era of book writing is over, and now I'm just really more focused on just enjoying the process and also being more mindful about my creative practice. I feel like every time I pressure myself to deliver a certain thing, I become more attached to it. I get worried. Things just get, you know, the result just becomes a bit more half-hearted. So I hope to keep doing this. I'm really excited to try to paint more constantly, even if it's just a small activity. For me, it's like, I'm an artist, that's what I do. I want to keep drawing, I want to keep making art, whatever that may be. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to be continuing eating and getting my work done. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know how you refuel your creative energy, or how do you go about a creative reset. It's not supposed to be some big thing, you know, where transform overnight. I feel like just even one small activity per day or every other day has helped me kind of grow into this more, you know, be more open to changes and also be more open to different creative practices that I can really apply and learn from. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you on the next Artist Diaries episode. Bye! Mm.